All right, maybe we'll call this series the Sunday Mornings with Dr. Matt. I don't even know. I don't even know what we're doing here. Just talking shit. Ah, man. Yeah, that one video I put out about the young Republicans of Texas, that's still really pissing me off. These guys, they really think they're going to create like a political movement with just the white Christian vote. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Officially, they say the Christian vote. Though you wouldn't be surprised if some of them are like, the Browns, they don't understand Christianity as well. It says so in the Bible, which it doesn't. It's really funny. Like a lot of these people will say that the Bible is the foundation of their values, but then they start talking about race, and you're like, wait a minute, the Bible doesn't mention anything about race. In fact, none of these religions mention anything about race, but for some reason, it's a big thing for them. My whole thing is not even practical. Like if it was practical, like if you could actually win elections with it, I would say by all means, you do what you got to do. But at the same time, it's like you understand we're becoming a more diverse country, and you just want to double down on this crap. And it's always finding a boogeyman. I think like Islam is a big boogeyman now. Like the Muslims this, the Muslims that. And I'm like, really? I'm Muslim. You think I'm the problem? You think I'm trying to trans your kids? Am I telling your women to go dress up like whores? Am I telling your men to do drugs and become drunks? The fuck you looking at me for? I'm not your problem. You're just upset because your country's been taken over by a bunch of random people who don't believe in the Constitution, who don't even like represent any way of our life. And then you decide like, oh, I'm gonna pick on the Muslims. You know what I really think it is? I think it's like the Israel worship thing is dying down, so they just gotta like overcompensate by getting people scared about the Muslims and all this stuff. I think it'll work for some people, but it's not gonna grow the conservative movement. It will not grow the conservative movement. That much I'll tell you for a fact. You got to give Mamdani credit because the guy probably is a little bit religious, but even he knew like he's like, all right, I gotta wave a trans flag. I gotta like appeal to all this woke stuff. I gotta win the election. And he decides he's gonna just like unite them all under free stuff. And that's what we should be doing. Not under free stuff, but under an idea. And I've been saying it's simple. The Constitution. Just it's a simple, and nothing in the Constitution is complicated, right? It's all about like individual rights, like the government leaves you alone, you leave them alone, stuff like that. If the Constitution had like quantum mechanics in it or something complicated, then I'd be like, all right, fine, we can't leave with that. Let's just offer them free stuff and like just try to like scare them with identity politics. But we literally have like the template on how to do this. But no, they don't want to leave with the Constitution. It's more about like fear mongering. Like, oh man, we're losing this country. My ancestors came on the Mayflower, and well, unlike your ancestors, you can't fucking read. Because if you could read, you would know that the Constitution would have all our answers. Like it's really simple. Like we could just use this simple document to just get everybody on board. Like I want free speech. I want to be able to keep a weapon. If I get arrested, I have a right to a trial. I have a right to privacy. None of this stuff is complicated or controversial. But instead, it's more like the Muslims, or I guess the Mamdani route, free stuff. Because if you go to most regular people and you tell them, like, listen, what do you want from the government? Do you just want like the essentials, like police, fire, roads, and border security, and you can keep the most of your money and do your whatever you want with it? Most would be like, yeah, that's a good deal. But if you go up to people and be like, hey, listen, give us basically all your money and we'll take care of all aspects of your life for you. Most people kind of retract. They're like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't know about all that. They kind of step away. But that's not what we did in New York, right? No, instead of making the case against communists, we had our conservative friends helping Cuomo, telling him, "Look, he eats with his hands. So scary. That's not America." There, that's this is why the conservative movement's gonna have a problem. It's okay though. It's okay. Maybe I'll run for it in the future. Some people will be like, "Oh, Dr. Matt, I mean, you don't understand this stuff." No, I understand. Well, you don't understand. In fact, we're in this mess because of you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, fear mongering doesn't work. It'll work if you're working like a primary, but if you try and get independent voters on your side, that's not going to work. That used to be how it would work. When most of the country all think together, but now we have people from all walks of life, and you're not going to be able to just scare them by demonizing another group of people. No, well, yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll listen to me. Maybe they won't. I don't really care. I'm not. I'm not like Like I don't need to do this for a living. Like this is not. I'm a doctor. I'm an eye surgeon. Like I'm already set. I'm good. To be honest with you, sometimes I'm kind of like, why do I even give a shit about any of this stuff? Like, fuck everybody. You guys get what you want. You want communism. You want fear mongering, whatever. And then part of me is like, man, I don't know if God would like that. You end up imagine you die and then like you go before God and God's like, so I gave you everything. I put you in the greatest country in the world. I gave you health, gave you intelligence, and what you do? You just decided to buy houses and crypto and nice cars. You didn't try to do anything to fix the problem. And worst of all, you knew something was wrong and you did nothing. I reflect on that a lot. And I'm like, all right, gotta stop making fun of the people. Gotta be patient. Maybe I'll make the case. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to make the case. I think the best way going forward, if I were to run again, is to just tell people whatever they want to hear. But unlike most politicians, I'm not going to be slimy about it. Like, I'm going to straight up tell people, be like, hey, listen, I don't believe in nothing. I believe whatever you believe. So I'll shamelessly agree and just get their vote. You think people want what? They want me to like explain to them how inflation work, the Federal Reserve System, fractional reserve banking, M1, M2 money supply, why the foreign policy doesn't make it. People don't give a shit about any of this stuff. Okay, you gotta meet people where they're at, and a lot of times it's down a rabbit hole. You gotta meet them down the rabbit hole. I'm just gonna be unapologetic. I believe whatever you believe, even the stupid shit you believe. I believe it. I'm with you. Vote for me. That's gonna be my platform next time I run. I'm serious. I'm just gonna be like, my platform is I believe whatever you want to believe. I'll have an actual website where I'll say like the policies for whatever position I'm running, and that'll be actually what I believe in. But like when I get in front of somebody, I'll be like, "Ma'am, what do you believe?" You know how women are, like take forever to give an answer. They'll be like, well, I believe that, all of us together can try to get to something that will make. I agree, ma'am. Yes, you are right. I am for everyone. I am with you. Yes. Or like just some people who can't answer. They're like, well, there's a lot of things wrong. Many things are causing problems. I agree. Yes, that is my platform too. Many things are wrong, and I'm going to fix all of them. That's how you win. And you just need like 51%, right? That's all you need, like just 51% of people. Doesn't matter what. I will end up hating myself doing this. I can already tell. Like every time I would have to just like lie to someone, like deep down, I would just like hate myself every little bit. But maybe I can like tell myself like, hey, you're doing it for a better cause. You're trying to like control the devaluation of the dollar. You're trying to like protect our troops from not going and dying foreign countries. You're trying to like, make sure people have access to healthcare. But maybe you know what's scary? What if you just keep lying and saying all this stuff to whatever people want to hear, and then like with time you just start believing it yourself? I don't know if I could do that. But if I were to happen, I would probably find some sort of peace. Because think about it. The people who are most at peace probably think the world's as simple as it gets, right? They're just like, this is the bad group of people. Everything is their fault. And this is a simple solution. It's really people like myself who probably agonize, who understand like, oh, damn, it's like multifactorial. There's all sorts of things going on. You got to keep all these variables in play. One solution isn't going to fix everything. There's no final solution. That's a joke. There isn't. Yeah, that's what agonizes me. But I think that's the benefit. One of the benefits of like making it so and so. I got a good house, good wife. I got a good job, good friends, kid on the way. Then you have time to think about other stuff. I wish I wouldn't think about these things, honestly. I wish I just wouldn't care. How much more nicer would it be just not caring? Just like buying a nice car. One of my buddies, he's an eye surgeon too. He came over to my house a few months ago. He's checked out of this entire thing. The guy looks much happier than me. He's in better shape than me. He's just enjoying his life, telling me about the cars he drives on the track and all this stuff. Honestly, listening to him, I kind of realized that I'm the weirdo. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? I should be doing what this guy's doing. This guy's like finishing work at 1:00. He already has 2 kids. He's living life. Like that guy, that's how it's done. And then here I am trying to like fucking convince people to care about the Constitution. But mostly, I can't even read. Most of y'all can read. Most of y'all just don't want to read. Reading sucks, right? It's just so much easier just like get your information from like a 30-second reel. Like, let's see here. What does this say? Oh, There's a Muslim guy attacking a woman, Sharia law. Never seen that before. A man beating a woman. That's their culture. That's how it goes. Or I saw another clip the other day. It was like it was a pastor, and he's giving a sermon. He's like, there are some people in this country, and they're part of this satanic cult, Catholicism. I'm like, whoa, buddy, time out, time out. What? Catholicism is a demonic cult now? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you may not agree with their theology, but like, dude, to put a whole group of people in a demonic cult? My in-laws are Catholic. They're not in a demonic cult. Do people just not interact with other people of different like views and backgrounds anymore? This guy's giving a sermon too. Like he's in a church, like saying this stuff. I bet you there's some people in the audience be like, yep. There's a few million Satanists in our country. Yep. Just like eating it up. All right, I'm gonna stop talking shit for now. I'm just gonna go enjoy. I'm gonna go enjoy my land. You see, I have land. Look at that. I am the Lord of 4529 Stone Valley Drive. I am the Lord. Yes, that's who I am. I'm gonna walk around and lord over my plants that my wife planted because I don't know anything about this stuff, and just enjoy the sunlight. Until next time.